All right, it looks like we're going live. It looks like Uncle Ted is
You
in
are
charge
live.
of high technology, and I've got my soulmate, the queen of the forest, the most dangerous woman in the world, and she has somewhat tamed me because I love her, adore her, worship her, and cherish her. I give you Shemane Nugent. I don't give it to you, but I share it.
You know what? Before we get started, I welcome everybody. I'm so glad that you guys are here. I love always to see and watch where you are watching from, where in the world. So we're going to check out the comments as they come in and post them.
Got another Shemane with a different spelling.
Wow.
Shemane, Keith, and Greg.
Wow,
By the
I
way,
never
you need
heard
to
of
show
that.
me, Dalton. Nice to see you.
Shemane, look at how that's spelled.
Shemane, C-H-A.
I've never seen that before.
Hello, Shemane.
Hi.
Eddie and Joy and Jess. But
Yes.
anyhow, you need to show me how I can do what you just did, because I can never read the people on my Facebook Live Spirit Campfire.
It's
By
right
the way,
here,
there's
this comment right here. It's comments.
What do you do?
But see, you just click on that. Comments.
Hit it.
That's it. That's what I did.
Oh.
Comments. So you're seeing the comments. You mean
you
to
need
see?
You need to start on the
This
comment
is
thing.
it.
Okay, hi everybody. My name is Ted. I'm learning all
And
this stuff.
this is kind of wobbly. So remember
Story of my life.
how you tightened the screw up before? Can you
I
tighten
can
it
do
up
that.
again?
Yep. As soon as we're done, I'll tighten
So
the
there's
screws. I'll
there's
screw your
Kevin
tights.
Scholl. So what you do, honey, is you just click on. Did you say something?
Hi, Kevin.
funny?
Kevin. Oh, Kevin. Kevin's
Yeah.
an old buddy. Kevin's
Yeah.
a
And
cameo guy.
And then you click on that again, and
I
then
know.
it goes away.
When I've done that, the whole screen disappears.
Well, and see,
Then sparks come out of the machine.
Jackie Sue is here.
Fatima Zurovac. Where are you from, Fatima? What kind of name? That's a great name.
Fatima.
Fatima.
Barack. I think it's Fatima. Anyways, we are so glad that you're here. We wanted to tell you about a new project. Well, you guys have already heard me talking about it a lot, but I wanted you to get Ted's input about what happened to us, how we lost our home that was once featured on MTV Cribs, to toxic mold. Our documentary is coming out tomorrow in Waco, Texas. And for those of you who aren't able to come to Waco, Texas and watch the premiere and listen and watch Ted and I and Rocco do a Q&A afterwards, a talk back where we're going to answer all your questions, it will be available for you to see online in about 2 weeks.
Susie Queen from Canada, Shemane from St. Louis.
That's Shemane.
Great.
I've never
Where's
seen
Fatima
that.
from? Fatima, where are you from? Fatima.
Okay, so we got a lot. Oh, Nikki. Hey, Nikki, how are you?
Nikki, how the hell are you doing? So anyhow, yes, we built a dream home on the promenade of our 1,000-acre paradise wildlife heaven in Michigan, overlooking this beautiful lake and a marsh and a fen. A fen is a very unique wetlands, kind of a cross between transition, if you will, between a swamp and a marsh, that is the unique habitat that grows the Mitchell's satyr butterfly, which is an endangered species. But the Mitchell's satyr butterfly is not endangered on my fen. And the botanists have told me that the Mitchell's satyr butterfly and my fen are thriving because I kill enough deer every year so that the vegetation doesn't become compromised. I thought I'd mention that. But anyhow, so we had this beautiful view outside our dream home window. And then after maybe just a couple years, we started feeling different, especially Shemane, because she was there all the time. I was on the road or hunting outdoors all day. And we started feeling fatigued and headachy, and then it got really bad. Shemane got migraines. She got sickly for the first time in her life, misenergized health monster woman.
Do you remember taking me to the hospital?
I remember finding you on the floor crying with the forehead veins popping, and you couldn't breathe. And we had the government agencies come out and check for radon. Government agencies. By the way, there is no trustworthy government agent. He doesn't exist. But back then, we thought they were trustworthy. A big mistake on our part. Everything's fine here. I don't know what your problem is. Yeah, you're correct. You don't know what our problem is. We'll figure it out ourselves. So Shemane did figure it out. We found Stachybotrys mold infesting the infrastructure behind our bed headboard, which means it was at the worst place to do the most harm to us. And so we found out it was Stachybotrys poison black mold, and we just got the hell out. We lived in a camper. And then we came to Texas to the only clinic that would treat us, and especially Shemane, because we had all these molds infestations in our bloodstream, and our black and red blood cells were in constant battle. And that's when we moved to Texas, because we figured out Michigan politics, heartbreakingly, Michigan politics were turning into a suburb of San Francisco. And I figured that everything that I do in Texas is proper, it's legal, it's environmentally conscientious, and it's all against the law in Michigan. Everything I do on a daily basis in Texas is illegal in Michigan. And I could give you examples. If a beaver floods our driveway, I shoot the beaver. In Michigan, I got to call some guy because there's probably a man that can take care of beaver problems better than me, but he'll charge you tax dollars to do so. Anyhow, mold killed my brother Sandy. No kidding. It's so pervasive. People have no idea. We have friends that our kids can't breathe and they have headaches and asthma and I can't sleep. Do you think the mushrooms on our basement wall might be mold? Swear to God, we've had that conversation.
The problem is that mold is not an immediate, it's a slow killer. What happens is, like, it's not like you break your arm, you go, wow, there's a bone sticking out of my arm.
You slowly get weak.
You slowly, the migraines were so intense and got worse and worse and worse. And I went to so many doctors and nobody could help. What were some of your symptoms?
Well, I'm Mr. Energy. There's flames coming out of my ass 24/7, 365, 73, like in 73 years. And I found mornings, I could barely struggle out of bed. I'm getting ready to go duck hunting and I sit on the side of the bed. There was a couple times I broke down and cried. I went, I want to go duck hunting so bad. The dogs want me to go duck hunting so bad and I can't function. What the hell is going on? And then here's the phenomenal part. So we had this beautiful dream home built by a lying prick. And we'd go on tour and go to a 300-year-old hotel in London and feel great.
I felt so good in London.
It's crazy.
And we came home and we're like, why do we feel better in London where the climate is more rain? Yeah. So this is a common question that people ask. Where was your home? It doesn't matter geographically. What we're talking about is the air inside your home. If you have water infiltration, what are you doing? Oh, you come. Am I showing too much?
No, not showing too much. It's uneven.
It was uneven. Oh.
It's cold outside. I want to make sure my nose warmer is ready. Okay. See, there's guys here.
I lost track.
Well, before you get back on track, I've read a bunch of these, and some people are saying we're so thankful you're sharing this story because no one addresses it.
Nobody.
Black mold sucks. People are talking about the problems that they've had, the health issues, and no one will accurately or honestly diagnose this. You have to take care of yourself. Yeah. I'm heartbroken to have to say, are there some great doctors and nurses out there?
Yes.
Of course there are. They live up to their Hippocratic oath and they are here to help save lives. But overall, the health industry, untrustworthy, illegitimate, scammers that won't prescribe proven treatments that are inexpensive, but they'll force you either to get on a ventilator instead of taking hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin and steroids and zinc and vitamin B12, just simple thing, much less take care of yourself. And you can get back on track.
Okay.
But here's the battle cry you need to write down. If you intelligently and responsibly and conscientiously care about your health, you probably won't have to squalor for health care. If we care about our health, what are we eating? What are we breathing? Do you have chemical scent poison in your house? Do you have chemical shampoos? Do you have chemical air fresheners? Do you have chemical fabric softeners, chemical shampoos, chemical soap? Get it the hell out of your life.
I'm like the
it's
canary.
Killing people.
I'm like the canary in a coal mine. Wherever we go, places, I walk in. I'll never forget. You were doing a show in Orlando at House of Blues in Orlando.
Yep.
And one of the things that's on your rider, explain to people what a rider is, but don't let me get off track.
Okay. Well, a rider is what the band requires backstage to optimize your performance on stage. Though some people get real picky and prima donna and demand all kinds of stuff.
Have you ever seen what was the most outrageous rider you've ever
Well, they claimed that David Lee Roth of Van Halen had M&Ms, but all the brown ones taken out. That's just not true. But that kind of stupid stuff exists. My rider is water and maybe a can of Verner's ginger ale. I don't care. Maybe some heavy cream for coffee early in the day.
And also, either
No poison, no
Pablo,
chemicals.
I think Pablo was working with you back then, but
Great
one of the
Pablo.
things that we were prompting before you got in there, before you got into the backstage area, because people don't realize you're going from one city to the next every single day. We had to get rid of all the Glade plugins.
Oh my God.
And I'll never forget, I walked in and I went, Pablo, there's a plug-in. Where is it? And we were climbing on, trying on top of the speakers. Yeah, we found it. But people don't realize how toxic that is to your health. It will cause headaches, sore throats, upper respiratory. Somebody posted on here.
Leukemia.
Dementia.
Yes.
Cancer.
What is a Glade plug-in air freshener? It's chemical warfare that is electrically heated up so it permeates your lung and system more efficiently. If you have Glade air fresheners in your house, you're out of your mind, or you're going to slowly get there. Get the chemicals the hell out of your house. Now, we'll talk about mold, because the Killer House documentary that Shemane put together is brilliant.
Thank you.
The big debut is tomorrow night in Waco, but it will also be available on Shemane's social media coming up soon. But it's an important education that doesn't exist anywhere else. And now we've got these military bases where there's rocket fuel in the water and there's mold everywhere. And these heroes of the military are getting sicker than hell. Some of them are becoming crippled for life because of the bombardment of toxic mold in the barracks and in the facilities. People, we have got to raise more hell, and we've got to demand accountability. Yeah, well, we studied it. We didn't find any. Well, what's all that black goo on the ceiling? You didn't see that?
And worse yet,
what the hell?
I hope my friends Christina and Shelly, and there's a few other of us mold mom warriors, that they are helping some of the people in Hawaii, our brave military. They should be staying at the Ritz. They should have the best conditions ever. But unfortunately, what's happening that Christina and Shelly are uncovering is that the builder who is building these homes, and they complain that there's mold in the homes, or jet fuel in the water, which has happened in Hawaii, they are covering up the problem, literally painting over the mold and go, I don't see it. There's no mold. So I had to become an investigative sleuth. And I'm sure that if you didn't have some of the similar symptoms that I did, you probably would have thought I was crazy.
Well, you are crazy. You married me. No, I mean, I saw your health issues. I mean, I would have never just discounted what you were saying. You're my soulmate, and I care about your health more than anything in this world. And we have found the answers, and we are educating people with Shemane's brilliant documentary, Killer House. And what's the website they can go to see?
Can't go to it yet. Tomorrow, because I'm still, it's almost done. You guys are going to love it. I am going to make the documentary available for you. Also, the trailer you can watch, but also this is even more important, because you're going to have so much more information or questions, so many more questions. I am going to upload all of the interviews that didn't make it in the documentary, also transcripts of the interviews with doctors and lawyers and other people who have been exposed to toxic mold. So you can decipher. Here's what's most important. You have to become your own best advocate. God helps those people who help themselves.
Bingo.
And each one of us are affected by mold differently. That's what's really important. And again, if Ted hadn't had the same symptoms, like the insomnia, fatigue,
couldn't sleep to save our lives.
We couldn't sleep. And this might
until we left the house and went to a hotel. We asked for a green room. But here this gal said, do a fundraiser in Irons, Michigan. Let's hear it for Irons, Michigan. My sister Kathy lives up there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, looking at all those comments. Well, if you guys have any questions for Ted, post them now, because we're gonna wrap it up. Somebody was asking how the weather is here.
And they're asking how we're feeling. We're feeling great now. We feel wonderful.
Yes. But
essential oils are good.
Essential oils are good. I have them going all the time. I use Isagenix essential oils. The problem is we are always keeping our head above water, whether if we have to travel. You traveled recently, I did. It's kind of a minor setback. You got to get back on track, start eating better again, and start, sleeping in your own bed and having sheets that don't have chemically scented fabric
Don't use fabric softeners. It'll make you sick. A question here for me. Somebody said, what is the favorite song I like to play?
Oh,
all of them. I love my songs. I love my music. I have a brand new record. In fact, now there's a brand new song I'm releasing from my Ted Nugent Detroit Muscle album that's coming out this spring. But right now I have a new song called American Campfire. I don't know how you get to it, maybe on my website or someplace, but there's a song, American Campfire, that is on the radio all across the country. And with Greg Smith on bass guitar and Jason Hartless on drums, it is some of the best music we have ever created, the most high energy, fun music, American Campfire, Detroit Muscle. And last month, the single went all across the world. It was Come and Take It. Great music by a great band. My band is so good.
So you're going
I hope we're on tour. If the communists get out of our way, the communists in the White House, if they get the hell out of our way, and if they don't mandate, paperwork to come to my concert, you don't wear a mask that doesn't weigh. If they force masks and paperwork to come to my concert, there will be no tour. I will not tour if they play Gestapo on me. And they play Gestapo on you. I hope to God, because we miss you people, especially at Penn's Peak. Yeah. Are there any safe air fresheners? Yeah. My dirty underwear. If you hang that in the hallway.
No, essential oils are safe to use. And I'm pretty much
Stockholm, Sweden. My fellow Swedes. I love you people.
Oh, hello from Sweden.
I know that. We had Swedish pancakes here recently.
And
that's just thin pancakes.
Yes. Okay. How do they tear down a moldy house without contamination? Yeah, you will see this in the documentary. We bulldozed our house because what happened is
heartbreaking.
When this happened to us, it was back in the year 2000, 2001, and nobody knew what they were talking about with mold. It was very little people knew about it, were educated about it. We certainly didn't have any expert remediators. So there you go.
That's a really good one.
Okay.
Too many essential oils might harm pets, and we love our pets.
So there are certain essential oils like thieves, cinnamon, and I can't think of the names. There's some that are harmful to dogs. So I do lavender, and I do
dough and heat. I put dough and heat behind my ears before I go to bed at night.
Okay. Yeah. No, you don't. Temple, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Yay. Hey, Kyle, how are you?
Yeah. All right. Here's Gary would like to see me perform with Kid Rock. I have performed with Kid Rock. When he's at his best, he had good influences. But on April 29th in Panama City, Florida, the Ted Nugent Band is headlining the Beach Outrage concert. Panama City, April 29, and April 30th, Kid Rock is headlining. And I might just wander up there because Kid Rock plays Cat Scratch Fever every night because he needs killer songs. He loves killer songs.
Well,
and I might, I'm ready to write one with Kid Rock, but he's somewhat elusive. And I have a hunting season that calls my name. But anyhow, April 29, Panama City, Florida, I'm headlining. And April 30th, Kid Rock is headlining. You never know. The twain shall meet.
This is really important. Terry Daniel says Lauren Cloud is her daughter. Lauren Cloud is somebody who is very much involved in mold, toxic mold, and mold awareness and environmental illnesses. So I hope that the weather is good, and I hope to see Lauren there too. We have so many people coming. I'm so excited because after tomorrow, Ted and I are going to be doing Q&A. And we're going to be able to answer all your questions. And this is a first for us to be able to talk publicly about mold. And
Graham, Detroit Muscle, brand new record, Detroit Muscle, like only a Motor City guy can do. We are the Funk Brothers and Mitch Ryan, the Detroit Wheels, and the Four Tops, and the Temptations, and Grand Funk Railroad, and Bob Seger, and Kid Rock, and all the Brownsville Station, all the killer music in the history of the world.
Yes. Lots of American Campfire. Everybody loves you.
Everybody loves the American Campfire. Don't you hear it calling your name? Hey.
All right, guys. I think what does this have to do with mold?
What?
American Campfire? This one. you know, we are going all over the board here. We're talking about toxic mold. We're talking about
the documentary that explains the whole thing, but there's nothing to say.
I love it when people are really 99.9% of people who are on here are so positive and supportive and uplifting. And I really do appreciate that. All right, guys.
Steve O, I see you, Steve. God bless you, man.
Where is that?
Nobody.
Oh, yeah.
Steve Cremoni.
Steve Cremonesi.
Steve O, he's always at my concert. He knows real rock and roll. Wait to hear the new record, Steve. You're going to dance naked like some kind of breeding animal. Veterans for Trump. God bless the United States veterans. Freedom is not free. We salute you, thank you, and fight for the freedoms your buddies died for. Carmine Appice. I keep in touch with Carmine. Carmine played on the Nugent album. He played with some of the greatest bands in the world because he's one of the greatest drummers that ever lived, like all the musicians that have been at my side, like Jason Hartless today and Greg Smith. Great. I'm the luckiest guitar player in the world. But Carmine's alive and well. He's down in Florida. Hello from Concord, North Carolina.
Yeah, never heard of that.
Oh, yeah, there's a Concord everywhere.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you guys so much. We could just be here all day. We've been on for 20 minutes already. I know you guys are busy. We have to go let the dogs out, let them go potty and walk around the property.
Yeah, let me go potty. What do you think of this silver beer? It's almost like Santa Claus, huh?
Somebody has seen you, 78.
This guy says, do you have dogs? Do you use Lysol in our home? We don't use Lysol, but is that bad for dogs?
Yes.
Yeah, the Texas Jam at the Cotton Bowl. Did I kill Ann or what? Did anybody come close to the Ted Nugent fire-breathing rhythm and blues rock and roll orgy? We rocked our balls off that night. Oh, we rock our balls off every night.
Is that the one that you were talking about when you went on before Styx?
No, I went on before. That was before Night Ranger. They had a big hit called Sister Christian, and it was really heartbreaking what the audience did to my friends in Night Ranger.
What happened?
You can't follow me. I had Tommy Aldridge on drums. We started off with Motor City Madhouse. It was nobody can follow me. You're asking for trouble. But then the future one, it was Styx. And that's when we ended their career because they tried to follow me and Sammy Hagar. Anyhow, and I love Styx. Tommy Shaw, one of the most underrated, powerful. The whole band. Styx is not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame proves that the people in charge of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame have their head up their ass.
Why,
but Grandmaster Flash is in there.
And Madonna.
And now they want to put Dolly Parton in, but not Styx.
And not you. I don't understand that. Oh boy. All right, guys. We could just go.
Well, I was going to go hunting, but it is so damn cold. And I know I'm a Michiganiac and I'm 130 below. In fact, when I killed my muskox in Nunivak, Alaska, it was 72 degrees Fahrenheit below zero. Michigan here, love Michiganiacs. I am with
Come perform on our island on Marble Lake.
Yeah, I'll perform wherever they invite me.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're going to let you go. Thank you so much for being here. I'll have more information on my documentary Killer House coming out soon. I promise you'll be able to watch it online. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for all your love and support.
And here in Texas, it's almost 4:00 Texas time. Tonight at about 9 p.m. Eastern time is the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire on my Facebook and I believe YouTube if they haven't busted me yet. But the Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Truth, logic, common sense, goodwill, decency, celebration. We the people in charge of our life, spotlighting cockroaches and having a lot of fun. I'm the fun guy. Tonight, Ted Nugent Spirit Campfire, 9 p.m. Eastern time.
Okay, 2 more comments. Hello from Ireland.
I love Ireland. Alan, I know Alan. Alan comes over. Yes, like he's got a birdland. Go, Alan.
Yeah. That's a picture of you.
Isn't it? Oh, well, either me and Alan. Yeah, backstage. Alan, God bless you, man. We miss you, buddy.
Okay, and one more comment. Do you eat keto? I try to stick mostly to keto. Yes, I do believe that is a big influence on how you feel, your diet. If you're feeding your body with white sugar, white flour, breads, white rice, lots of sugar, it's going to feed that toxic load in your body. So you want to stay away from that. And eating keto has really given me a lot more energy, but I'm not perfect. I made cookies yesterday.
You make cookies. They're huge cookies. I tried to eat one. I couldn't even eat one, but that's
It's like-
because we tried.
Yeah.
Well, we don't try.
That's
we
why I don't
actually
make cookies that often, because we'll eat them. Number
we
one.
eat, well,
and-
we eat a
yeah.
couple. You got 10. We eat 2.
Yes.
But anyhow, we eat venison, we eat wild game, we eat organic fruits and vegetables, and we take isogenics. It's
Yes.
a product of pure organic natural ingredients that
Every
is
day.
very good for you.
Every day.
And
every day.
we take
sleep spray.
hydroxychloroquine and ivermectin every
You're
Monday
gonna get me banned.
during this Chinese weaponized virus. Oh, you're going to get kicked off?
Yeah, you can't mention that.
We take zinc,
Okay.
vitamin B12, vitamin
Okay.
C, vitamin A, vitamin D every day.
Every day. All right, guys. All right, we're gonna let you go for reals, for reals. And speaking of reels, follow me on Instagram where I post dancing videos. So love to see you guys.
And a
there.
big salute to the Canadian truckers. I
Yes.
love your middle
Canadian
finger. It's
and
beautiful.
US truckers. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing. We are seeing the effects of the trucker strike in our supermarkets now. It's unbelievable. We're behind you 150%. Thank you so much for standing up. We appreciate you guys. All right. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.
Live it up. God bless America, and God bless everybody around the world who loves real music, truth, logic, and common sense. I love you people.